Hi guys, it's Imani. Welcome to my channel. I do want to start by giving a huge thank you again to everyone who has subscribed so far. It means so much, and it makes me so happy that you guys have decided to join me on this journey. And I hope you guys continue to watch my content and enjoy all of my videos so far. But going ahead and getting right into it, today I am doing a Valentine's Day set. Just some black Frenchies with some different color chrome hearts. I definitely wanted to do a Valentine's Day set, but also I wanted to see the difference in colors with all of my pink and purplish chrome powders. So some of these I did haul from Amazon, and then others I did get from Shein, which will be in the upcoming haul. I just haven't gotten around to editing that, so please bear with me, but I promise it's coming. If not this month, definitely next March. But I'm starting off with this, not next March, next month in March. So I'm going in with this pink base color. I got this polish in a set of, I believe, 6. It's a really small, like each polish is really small. I want to say it's probably like 7 mLs per bottle, but it's a very good starter kit, I would say. The colors are all very nice. I really do enjoy them. I don't know if this brand sells bigger sizes. I wish they did, because I definitely would purchase them. But I'm going in with 3 coats of this, but I did only film myself doing one just so that you guys could see that process a little bit, but I didn't want the video to be too redundant. Okay, so for the Frenchies, I am going in with this black gel polish that I purchased from Shein. I don't know how I feel about this polish. It's just not as dark as you would want a black gel polish to be, but that's to be expected. It was a really affordable price, so I'm really not complaining too much. But yeah, I did have to go in with 2 coats of this, and then there was some bubbling in the polish, but that's fine. Once I applied the 2 coats, you really couldn't tell. This was my first time doing a French this deep, and also my first time using this French method of, like, I think it was my first time doing this method with like the 2 lines and like the A and the one in the middle. Usually I kind of just like freehand my Frenches, but I wanted to try this since I was doing a deeper French. And if I'm being honest with you guys, I prefer to just freehand it. This was kind of like a lot more difficult to me, which I found to be interesting because I thought that this technique would make it easier, or make it come out like a bit more even, guaranteed. But I feel like when I freehand my Frenches, I'm able to get them pretty even right away, and then it's just like the process of me cleaning it up. And I don't know if it's just me being a perfectionist or what, but I felt like this method was just like a lot more tedious, at least for me. But if it's something that works for you guys, you know, do what works best for you. Also, I think if I would have started the French down by the cuticle instead of off on the side, it probably would have been a bit easier for me, but I didn't do that for whatever reason. I think maybe I like didn't want to go for that deep of a French or that type of look, but in hindsight, I do wish I would have started from that cuticle. Like I said, I think that would have aided in it being more even right away, and it probably would have made the process a little easier for me. But you know, I'm not opposed to the technique. It is something that I would like practice more so that I can get a better hang of it. I hope you guys are enjoying the video so far. Let me know what technique you guys use, if you do nails, if you're a nail enthusiast like myself, what technique do you use to do your Frenches? Do you do this one? Do you kind of freehand it? Is there another method that you use? Which one is easier for you? Let me know down in the comments. All right, so I did just really quickly want to show that's the matte top coat that I used. And I went over it in matte because, like I said, I am going to be doing some hearts and I'm using chrome powder. So I'm doing the matte so that the chrome powder doesn't stick to the rest of the nail. And I got this matte top coat from Shein and I absolutely love it. It was advertised as being specifically for the use of chrome, and it did very well with that. I never had, well, I don't know if maybe I just wasn't dusting the nail properly, but I never experienced the powder dust away to the capacity that it did with this chrome powder. And of course, there was still like those shimmers left behind. I did try my best to clean up as much as possible with alcohol, I think I used. But there were still some shimmers left behind, which was fine. I think that it added a nice touch to the set because the shimmers were kind of like in the pink part of the nail. So it actually worked out pretty well. But I would definitely recommend this matte top coat for chrome application specifically. Now, I haven't used it on its own. I don't know how it lives up in that regard, but as far as for chrome application, I would highly recommend, and I'll try my best to link it in the description box below. And here I kind of yapped into the midst of it, but I'm just using the dotting tool and then this small liner brush to make these little mini hearts. You probably noticed the first heart I didn't really go as planned, and you know, this was meant to be a beginner friendly type of, well, beginner friendly nail art, and I kind of struggled a little bit with the hearts. I didn't expect to. I thought it was going to be easy peasy. I actually planned to do my hearts a lot bigger than they were. I wanted to do like those big, wavy, curvy hearts. I hope I'm explaining that the best way possible, but that was what I had planned. I wanted it to be those. I did not intend for the hearts to be this small, but it is what it is. This is how it came out. I was still satisfied with the look overall at the end, but yeah, just using the dotting tool to do like the two humps for the heart, and then the liner brush to pull that down into a V and kind of like fill it in. I've seen a lot of people do this type of set / nail art in like a variation of ways, but most of the people I saw doing it were using glitter for the hearts. So I decided to switch it up just a teensy bit. Nothing original about this design at all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to say that. But, you know, decided to do something a smidge bit different and add some chrome powder. Okay, so these are all of the chrome powders that I have. Those first two are actually holographic glitters, and I thought they were chrome, and I was so sad that they weren't, but it's fine. So really quickly, these are all the colors, different shades of pink and purple, as I mentioned before, and I'm just pulling these four out because they're literally the exact same colors, just different brands. But I did end up using every single one of them with an exception of the first two that I showed, because again, those are actually glitters and not chrome powders. All right, so this was my first time using a silicone tool to do a chrome application, because at first I thought that maybe it was something that I didn't necessarily need, and you don't. it's not something that you need, don't get me wrong, but I did purchase this from Shein. It came in a set of, I believe, about 4, and they all have like different applicator tips on either side. So I thought that they would be a great buy for precision at a really affordable price, but also I felt like these did a great job at making that application a lot more reflective. So the chrome didn't look super grainy, which I've noticed usually happens when I use the little like sponge applicator tip. And I'm sure that part of that is because these aren't really expensive chrome powders. So the powder itself is a bit thicker. It's not super fine like a more expensive powder. But that's fine. They're still beautiful. Don't get me wrong. But I do feel like, again, that silicone tip or tool actually helped with making that chrome look a bit more reflective. And as you can see with me dusting it off, it is dusting very well. And again, I do credit that to the matte top coat that I'm using, because again, I had not experienced that previously with the matte top coat that I normally use. The only thing I will say about the silicone tools, which I guess is like a drawback, was that I did have to go over it a few times for it to pick up, which isn't normally the case using your finger or even the sponge applicator. But due to how it came out, like, that's a small price to pay, at least in my opinion. This is how the nails came out, and I just could not get lighting good enough to like really show how these look in person. I feel like the footage is like really not doing it any justice, and I apologize for that, because I feel like you can't really see the color of the hearts, but these are so cute. I hope you guys enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed doing this set. Again, please do continue to subscribe to my channel. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed thus far, and please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Leave any comments if you have any words of encouragement or any additional tips and tricks, and I'll see you guys in the next one.